Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again. This is Felicia with GW Solutions, and we are here to do our weekly grants review where we review one nonprofit grant and one grant for a small business. These are open and active grants that you can apply for now. So listen up and decide if this works for you, and you can take your chances. We do want to remind you that if you have a nonprofit organization until the end of the month, at the end of this week, we are offering our top 10 fundraising ideas for nonprofit organizations for a discounted price of $75. If you need money in your bank account right now and you cannot wait for a grant, go to our features section on our Facebook page and click the link to get your copy now. Well, like I said, we're going to go over two grants, and the two grants this week are the Rooted in Growth Small Business Grant, and for the nonprofit organization, we're going to be talking about the Enbridge Fueling Futures Grant. So let's get right into it. The Rooted in Growth Grant and Mentorship Program is from the SoGal Foundation. That's sogalfoundation.com. You can go there and get some information on how to submit it. This is a pretty simple grant application. It shouldn't take you that long, but again, beware of the simple ones because those are the ones where you really need to set yourself apart, be unique because they look easy, but it's easy to just fall into the trap of just talking about your business and not talking about your impact. So let's talk about a little bit about this grant opportunity. It's the Amica Rooted in Growth Grant Plus Mentorship Program, again, powered by the SoGal Foundation. Their purpose is to support Black, Indigenous, and people of color, but with a focus on women and LGBTQIA plus entrepreneurs with long-term aspirations to succeed in professional beauty sphere. This is a new one that I haven't covered before. So they're looking for people who are in the beauty industry. So if you're in the beauty industry and you've been waiting for me to do a grant, this one is for you. This grant is for $25,000 and the deadline is July 14th. You have a little time to get your application together and submit something that is well planned and really focused to their purpose. So they do online have an email if you have questions that you can even ask before you submit. I believe it's hq@sogalfoundation.com. So if you have questions, I would ask you to read the frequently asked questions first before you send a question to their headquarters because I have heard that there's no bad questions, but there actually are bad questions, ones that have already been asked and answered. That is a bad question because you're showing that you have not taken the initiative to look up the answer. So they say their application takes about 7 minutes. Okay, 7 minutes. So if you have a professional business in a beauty sphere, hair and other products, and you can use $25,000, check this out from the SoGal Foundation. And that is our for-profit grant. Let's talk quickly about our nonprofit grant. This is the Enbridge Fueling Futures Grant. This grant is through their website. Again, this one is kind of long, so you'll have to sign up for our newsletter if you want to get the link, or you can look it up yourself. But if you sign up for our newsletter at the end of this month, we will be sending out the links for every grant we talked about in June. So I don't know if all of them are still going to be available, but this one definitely will be. It's called the Welcome to Enbridge Fueling Futures Grant. It's between $25,000 and $50,000 for nonprofit organizations. So this is what they have to say about that. They say that they appreciate the work that you do to strengthen your community through Enbridge Fueling Futures. They're energizing communities by providing resources and opportunities that strengthen safety, vibrancy, and sustainability. So let's talk about what those things mean to them. So they support local safety initiatives and organizations that help make communities a safer place to live. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, that's not very specific, but that could be a good thing, because if you have any program that supports vulnerable populations, you can make the case that you are making your community safe. This may take a little bit of writing expertise, but you definitely can do that. So if you have a program supporting a vibrant, vulnerable population, I think you can choose safe communities category. But let's talk about the other two also. The next one is sustainable communities. They also support initiatives that contribute to sustainable future by helping to improve, grow, and nurture the environment. So these are outdoor or environmental focused organizations and projects. So you don't necessarily have to be a environmental organization. You just need to have an environmental project. So if you want to apply under this category and you have an environmental project, that's a good match. Now, lastly, vibrant communities. They support programs and projects that are inclusive, future thinking, and bring out the best in people. Again, that's very vague, but again, that could be a good thing, because future thinking, if you're maybe helping people get education, job growth, changing your community, addressing root causes of problems. There's so many ways you can help make your community vibrant. So if you have a project or a program that you think may be a good fit under the vibrant communities, you are looking to improve the future of your community by whatever actions that you are participating in now. This one, again, is $25,000 to $50,000. It does have a rolling deadline, but it's open right now. I checked this today, and you can submit an application. So if you feel like you fit one of those three categories and you have a nonprofit organization, it's not available to for-profit organizations, you can submit a grant. So let's recap really quickly. Our small business grant opportunity is called the Rooted in Growth Grant and Mentorship Program. It's offered by Amica through the Sogal Foundation, SOGAL Foundation.com. They are looking to support Black, Indigenous, people of color with a focus on women, LGBTQIA+, and they're looking for entrepreneurs with long-term aspirations to succeed in the professional beauty sphere. It's a $25,000 grant, and the deadline is July 14th. You do have some time for that. The next one is the for nonprofit organization is the Enbridge Fueling Futures Grant. Again, you will have to sign up for my newsletter to get this link. It is a rolling deadline, but it is open right now. I just can't tell you where it closed because it didn't have a close date on there. They are looking to fund three categories: safe communities, sustainable communities, and vibrant communities. And even though those aren't very specific, you can make an argument that your program or project fits one of those categories with a little creativity. So if you feel like that you can do that, please go for these opportunities. Both are worth at least $25,000, and I'm sure your organization could use that funding. I do want to remind you, though, that if you need money today, we do have a special running $75 for our training to help you get money into your bank account immediately. It's our top 10 fundraising ideas for nonprofit organizations. It's only $75 until the end of the week. So go to our feature section on our Facebook page. You can sign up for our newsletter there, and you can also get your copy of the top 10 fundraising ideas if that works for you. And that is all we have for this week. Come back again next week where we will be going over to more grant opportunities. This is our 20th edition, so that means it's been 40 grant opportunities that has gone out, and we're definitely going to finish this year. So make sure you tune in every Thursday to get your grant opportunities. Until then, happy fundraising. Bye, everyone.